Hey guys, this is Hayden with Camping World Mesa. Super excited to show you the 2026 Cougar 25 RD. I'm going to turn the camera around. Let's talk about this coach. Okay, so first thing we're looking at, you've got the Lippert Auto Tongue Jack with, of course, a manual slip in the back. Just peel that back. If you, for any reason this goes out, you'll have the ability to manually lift and lower your tongue jack. Nice battery disconnect and solar disconnect right there in the front. That way you can just come right on out, turn those off when you're done with your camping trip, not have to worry. You'd have the upgraded, bigger propane tanks. This is Cougar, so it's gel coat, just gonna hold up a little bit better in the sun, especially here in Arizona. As far as new features for the 2026, I mean, the biggest thing is gonna be this easy access to your plumbing. This way, whenever you have a leak or if you have a leak, you just probably have a better chance of isolating it easier. You'll be able to see where everything's going, have a lot, better chance. Plus, hey, your techs won't have to spend as much time opening up a wall. This one has the 440i solar flex, so it does come with your 2000 watt inverter, solar controller, and air conditioning inverter prep. So if you're not familiar, Cougar does offer an air conditioning inverter. If you have enough battery, which you're going to need a lot of it, you can potentially run your air conditioning off your battery. Now, you will need a pretty serious battery bank. It'll need to be lithiums. You'll definitely have to get the exact correct AC inverter from Cougar or Keystone, or one of their affiliates like Camping World can order it for you. It's not going to be the easiest thing in the world, but it's possible, which is incredible now. Here's your easy access to winterization options. They also now put your easy access for briefcase units and solar right here. That way you can just run the cord through there and then have your panel laying out on the floor or the ground, whatever's easier for you. There's your 50 amp power cable, and these are slam latches, so just let them slam. We're gonna walk around the coach a little bit, just kind of check out what more this thing has to offer. I'd like to point out that the solar panels are dual reflective, so that means the solar is on both sides. So up underneath, you are absorbing solar. Think about it. The sun is going to reflect off the roof and up underneath the panel. After talking to the rep, you are going from 440 watts to about 500. So you are getting a serious amount of solar intake on those things. Here's your 50 amp power outlet, as well as freshwater connect. You have your spare tire on the back, backup camera prep, a nice big window, and of course the back bar where you can hide your stinky slinky, or you can install a cargo rack like I have on mine. And of course Cougar does have the reverse lights. Similar to Passport, they are putting the step above steps on both doors now. The step above steps adjust individually, so as you can see right now, we're on a little bit of an angle, so one leg is out longer than the other. Here's where you can see that it is the solar flex. So 440 watts, which is really about 500 when you take into account the dual sides. And then the little eye there, that means 2000 watt inverter. Here you have your TV hookups, and they already have installed the mount. And you are looking at dual entry, so you can access the full coach with your slide in. Now this particular Cougar has a standard non-tankless hot water heater. However, there are pros and cons. The nice thing about a tankless hot water heater is it is in fact tankless. However, the one con is that it's going to be propane only. So this can run 110 or propane, so you'll have your option. It's just not tankless. So something to think about when you're making your next purchase. Reading the Cougar material right now, it looks like they are going to be going to tankless. For whatever reason, these early builds are just not coming with them, or at least this one didn't. Here we're looking at the inside. You're probably thinking, hey, this kind of looks like the 2025 Passport 253 floor plan. Very similar. Difference would be mainly the electric fireplace. Nice thing about that, you have another fuel source to heat the unit with. So rather than just using propane, you can now use electricity. And in Arizona, man, these fireplaces are really nice. There's not a whole lot of places that I go personally that this doesn't heat up the whole coach. Plus, it's really beautiful. It can make 6 different colors of flame. So here we have your stereo head unit, which will be connected to your internal speakers as well as external. Nice TV that swivels out, moves around. Plenty of cabinet space, cupboards, shelves. Really, really nice baby bath size sink there with your Furrion oven and 3-burner stove. Furrion oven does have a climate controlled motherboard, so it is going to adjust to altitude, so you don't have to adjust cook times based on altitude. High efficiency 12-volt fridge with the current solar package. This thing's pretty much just going to run all day and night. Highly recommend the lithiums if you're going to do prolonged use. You really only need about one, unless you're just working from home with 17 different monitors in here or something. Nice little theater seats, middle cup holders. This one has the massage, excuse me, allergies. Massage feature, lets heating feature, massage feature, and then turns your lights on. And then you have 2 AC adapters here. USB, and then 2 USBs here. So a lot of advantages. And then these are manual recliners. That is very, very nice. A lot of people talk about electric recliners being pretty cool. Problem is they run on 110. That means you would need a generator or shore power just to recline your seats. Me, I like the manual because of that. They had the table out right now. I think we're getting a new one for this one. But the U-dinette, very nice. Allows you basically to have a big, big table for everyone to sit around, but also be able to turn into a bed that someone like me, 6'4", could actually sleep on. Up here we've got more cupboards. These are all blackout blinds. A lot of really good ducts for the air conditioning. Your bathroom, plenty of space here with a skylight. Your vent, plenty of room around the toilet. And then of course, good counter space with storage underneath, a nice little medicine cabinet. And then some extra higher storage here for whatever you need, toothpaste, toothbrushes, AC adapter here so you can plug in your curling iron, just a lot of advantages. And then of course the Cougars have the RV King bed. And it's getting a little dark here in Arizona, but you can kind of see here, I'm going to go to regular mode so we brighten it up a bit. And you have your hanging closet and then over a closet as well. And then of course storage underneath the coach. Here you have kind of like a Second Amendment cabinet, and then underneath you have your cubby area. So a lot of places to store things, and this just goes right back down. You have little cubbies on the side with inverted outlets and USB and USB-C adapters as well. So yeah, that's the Cougar 2026-25 RD. Both this unit and the Passport counterpart will have the low wall furnace vents. You know, the problem with floor vents is like rocks and dog hair can get kicked in there. This is just going to keep your, furnace area a lot cleaner, a lot more rock free. So definitely a lot of advantages of that. So appreciate you guys checking out the Cougar with me. Let me know if you have any questions. Super excited for you guys. As always, happy trails.